Hey guys, this is part 2 of the Construct 2 platform game that we are just making. If you remember, we have a character who falls down onto the platform, like this. Now, I think the next thing we need to do is we need to have a look at the entire screen. So, you might remember in one of the old videos that I showed you, I talked about this dotted line here. Now, why do we have this dotted line? Well, to understand why, if we go to View and we zoom out, the game is actually much bigger than it looks when you look at this one. Now, if I press the Run button, basically everything that you see within this boundary will be here. Okay? Anything outside the boundary, that means all this stuff here, will not appear there. Now, in a lot of games, it's quite good to try to have as much on the screen as possible so you can have a bigger game and you can make the game more interesting. So, what we can do is we can take this platform and we can copy it a few times. Now, first I'm going to maybe resize some of the platforms like this. There we go. Now, I'm going to Control C, or you can copy and paste. Control C and Control V. So we just copy loads of platforms. So I'm just going to keep doing Control V. I'm going to put platforms all around the entire game like this. You'll see what will happen in a moment. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to have my character fall down, and then I should be able to jump onto all the different platforms and walk around and all these things. So, let's give it a try. Let's press the Run button and see what happens. So there's my game. Okay, there's my character. I can jump. But for some reason, when I walk to the right, I get lost. You can't see my character for some reason. And the screen is not moving with the character. So we have a problem. And also we need to maybe move this a bit, or maybe make him smaller so he can fit. Okay, that's better. So, what do we need to do? Well, we need to make it so that when the character's moving, the screen will move as well, so that you can see the rest of the game. Now, to do that, we need to add another behavior to the character. So we go to Behaviors, and then we click the Add New button. And the behavior that we want is called, let's see, Scroll To, this one. Now, let's give that a try and see what happens. So press the play button, and let's run the game. Okay, you'll notice when the character's moving, the screen will move as well, so we can see more of the game. We can go around, we can go down, so the screen will scroll wherever the character is moving, so the character will never get lost. There we go. And you can jump around and stuff. Okay, anyway. Let's close that. Now, some other things you can do as well. Let's say we want to change the way this character jumps. Maybe the gravity, or maybe we want to change the power of which he uses to jump. Now, let's look at the game again. Notice how the character jumps. So the character jumps around and hits this part here. Now let's say we want the character to jump even higher. So it's very easy. Just click the character. Over here, under Behaviors, for this platform character, you'll have all these different numbers that you can change. So you'll see the jump strength is 650. If we change that to, say, 2000, now let's give that a try. See what happens. Watch, if I press up, the character will jump really high and jump and fall down. So I can even jump really high and go all the way to the right, jump up really high, all the way to the left, and so on. I can also change the gravity. Let's say, let's say I'm going to put the jump strength to 650. Let's say the gravity is going to be from 1,500 to 200. Let's give that a try. Alright, let's try. Now, if I jump, okay, he jumps up really slow, and then he's going to fall really slow as well. So notice how he's floating like this, because I've set the gravity really low. So please feel free to play around with that. No problem at all. You can play around with these buttons. I'm going to put it back to 1500. And please do save your work as well. I've saved it on my Z drive. I've called it Construct 2 Platform Game, so I don't lose it. And if you want to zoom back, if you think it's too small, you know, if you think the view is too small, just zoom in. So go to View, Zoom in, Zoom out. So I want to zoom in. And then just look at this part of the screen. There we go. Okay, check in for the next part. Thank you very much.